Good afternoon, people. Back with another update. Former Minneapolis police officer convicted in the death of George Floyd was attacked in a prison in Arizona, Minnesota. Now, I'm going to make this brief, not really giving a lot of details as to what happened, why he was stabbed, or whatever the case may be. A lot of us can assume why he was stabbed, but you know, I like to think a little bit deeper about these situations, so I take it a little bit further. So on one hand, the consensus, probably widespread by now, but the consensus is, good for him. It's justice. It was bound to happen. But me on the other hand, like I said, I like to look at things a little bit deeper. So I'm looking at this situation and I'm like, well, he was attacked in prison. I wonder if they're trying to figure out a way to reduce this former officer's time. And that's the topic. Would they do such a thing? Would they try to figure out a way? Do they still go off of the codes and the honors of protecting their own and, whatever may have you? So the question is, would they do that? Would they would they try to figure out a way to reduce this officer's time so this officer can be freed? I mean, one could argue that him being attacked in prison, his life is in danger. There's people that still would persist that this individual has rights. And so there's some that would say that he needs to be in a protected environment. There was some that probably would even argue that this individual needs to be released early so that he can be in a protected environment and his life can be spared. I am not one of these people, but I know that. Let's just say that he is released. I very well won't be surprised about it. Many people probably will be surprised, but I won't be surprised. The injustices that have happened in the United States of America over the course of my lifetime, they would suggest that a thing like that would be customary. I'm going to repeat that. The injustices that I have seen in my lifetime would suggest that something like the officer who killed George Floyd will be released from prison. Like, this is the type of place that I live in. This is the country that I live in. So nothing surprises me. I just did a story about Rule 213 that was just passed in the state of New York. So nothing very well surprises me. But I wonder what it was about outside of the obvious. I wonder if something else happened. Or maybe that individual just felt like, you know what? I'm tired of seeing your face. I'm tired of you living in my space after knowing what you've done. It's a lot of ways to look at it. One thing I do know is that the family of George Floyd, the people that love George Floyd, it's appalling to hear news about the person that very well killed him, and there's a sympathetic outcry. Like we're supposed to do something about the situation that he's in. And there are actually people that do feel a way about the situation that he's in. And I'm not just talking about police officers, I'm talking about whether it be his family members or people from his community or whoever it is that knows and loves that individual before he did what he did. So there's a lot of pain to go around. But one thing I find interesting is, right is right and wrong is wrong until it's your loved one that's on the side of being wrong.